A millionaire for a day? Challenge accepted. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a millionaire? I mean, really rich. Imagine waking up in a bed so big you could get lost in it, with silk sheets and a view of the ocean. The kind of life where your biggest worry is which luxury car to drive today. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a millionaire? I mean, really rich. Picture yourself lounging by a private pool, sipping on a drink with a tiny umbrella in it. Or maybe you're more of the adventurous type, jet-setting around the world in your private jet, visiting exotic locations and staying in five-star hotels. The possibilities are endless when money is no object. I'm talking mansions, sports cars, and more money than you could ever spend. Yeah, me too. But what if you could actually live that life, even if just for a day? What would you do? Where would you go? Who would you take with you? These are the questions I asked myself when I decided to take on the challenge of living like a millionaire for 24 hours. So I decided to give it a shot, at least for 24 hours. I wanted to see if living the high life was all it's cracked up to be. Would it be as glamorous and exciting as it looks in the movies? Or would it be overwhelming and exhausting? There was only one way to find out, and that was to dive in head first. Don't worry, I kept it real, sort of, and documented the whole thing. From the moment I woke up in my luxurious bed to the time I went to sleep in my opulent suite, I captured every moment. I wanted to share this experience with you so you could see what it's really like to live like a millionaire, even if just for a day. Get ready to laugh, because things are about to get fancy, and maybe a little bit messy. From trying to figure out how to use all the gadgets in the mansion to attempting to drive a sports car without looking like a complete fool, there were plenty of hilarious moments. And of course, no millionaire experience would be complete without a fancy party, complete with champagne and caviar, and maybe a little bit messy. But that's all part of the fun, right? So sit back, relax, and join me on this wild ride as I live out my millionaire fantasy for a day. Who knows? Maybe you'll be inspired to try it yourself someday. After all, we all deserve to live like royalty, even if just for a little while. First things first, a millionaire makeover. I dug out my fanciest clothes. I found a suit I never wore. I even found cufflinks. I felt like $1,000,000. Well, not really, because I still hadn't spent any of my imaginary million. Time to order a ride. Forget the bus. Today we're talking limos. Let's do it! Next up, food. I went to a restaurant where the menu didn't have prices. That's always a scary sign. I ordered the most expensive sounding thing I could find. Lobster thermidor. It came with gold flakes on top. I'm not kidding. It tasted good, sure. But was it worth selling a kidney for? Probably not. But hey, I'm a millionaire for a day, remember? Don't mind if I do. After lunch it was time for some pampering. I went to a spa where they put cucumbers on your eyes and everything. I got a massage, a facial, and my toes done. I felt so relaxed, I almost fell asleep. It was amazing. But I couldn't help but think, this is nice, but could I do this every day and would I want to? Section 5, Private Jets and Personal Shoppers, Living the High Life. No millionaire experience is complete without a little shopping spree, right? I hit the high-end stores and tried on clothes I could never afford. I even pretended to charter a private jet. Spoiler alert. I just sat in a regular plane and took selfies. It was all fun and games until I realized I had to go back to my real life soon. Section 6, The Price Tag of Luxury, My Wallet Weeps. As the sun began to set on my day of extravagance, I started to add up the, imaginary costs. The limo rides, the fancy meals, the spa treatments, the designer clothes I didn't actually buy. It was more money than I make in a year. The sheer opulence of it all was overwhelming. I mean, who really needs a gold-plated toothbrush or a diamond-encrusted phone case? But there I was, caught up in the allure of luxury, imagining myself living that life. The designer clothes I didn't actually buy, they were stunning, no doubt. Each piece seemed to whisper promises of a more glamorous life. But as I walked through the aisles, I couldn't help but think about the price tags. A single dress costing more than my monthly rent? It seemed absurd. Yet, there was a part of me that was tempted, that wanted to indulge in the fantasy, if only for a moment. It was more money than I make in a year. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. How do people afford this lifestyle? Do they really have that much disposable income, or are they just as stressed about finances as I am? I found myself wondering if the pursuit of luxury was worth the financial strain. The stress of keeping up with such high expenses seemed to outweigh the temporary joy of owning these extravagant items. Maybe being a millionaire isn't all it's cracked up to be. Sure, the idea of having endless resources at your disposal sounds appealing, but what about the pressure to maintain that lifestyle? The constant need to outdo oneself, to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. It made me question whether true happiness could be found in material wealth. Perhaps the real richness in life comes from simpler pleasures, from moments of genuine connection and contentment. Or maybe I'm just not doing it right. Maybe there's a balance to be struck, a way to enjoy the finer things in life without losing sight of what's truly important. As I stood there, surrounded by opulence, I realized that luxury isn't just about the price tag, it's about the experience, the feeling of indulgence and pampering. But it's also about knowing when to step back, to appreciate what you have, and to find joy in the little things. In the end, my wallet may weep, but my heart feels a little wiser. Section 7. The real value of $1 million. Here's the thing. Money can buy you a lot of things. It can buy you fancy cars, expensive clothes, and trips around the world. But it can't buy you happiness, it can't buy you love, and it definitely can't buy you good taste. Just kidding, sort of. But seriously, this experience made me realize that the best things in life really are free. Section 8. So, was it worth it? So was my day as a millionaire worth it? I spent the day indulging in the finest things life has to offer. From the moment I woke up in a lavish penthouse suite, I was surrounded by opulence. The view from the balcony was breathtaking, with the city skyline stretching out before me. I had a personal chef prepare a gourmet breakfast, complete with freshly squeezed orange juice and a selection of pastries that looked too good to eat. It was definitely fun to experience that kind of luxury, even if it was just for a day. I spent the afternoon shopping at high-end boutiques, trying on designer clothes and accessories. The sales associates treated me like royalty, offering me champagne as I browsed through the latest collections. I even had a private fitting with a renowned fashion designer who tailored a suit just for me. It was an experience I will never forget. But honestly, I wouldn't trade my real life for all the money in the world. While it was exciting to live like a millionaire for a day, I realized that true happiness doesn't come from material possessions. My everyday life, with its simple pleasures and genuine connections, is far more fulfilling. I love the comfort of my modest home, the joy of spending time with my family, and the satisfaction of a job well done. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the things you own, it's about the people you share them with. The laughter of friends, the warmth of family gatherings, and the shared moments of joy are what truly matter. These are the things that money can't buy, and they are priceless. I cherish the memories I've made with my loved ones, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. And the memories you make. Life is about creating moments that you can look back on with a smile. Whether it's a spontaneous road trip with friends, a quiet evening at home with family, or a special celebration, these are the moments that define our lives. They are the stories we tell, and the experiences we hold dear. These memories are what make life rich and meaningful, even if those memories involve eating gold-plated lobster. Yes, the extravagant meals and luxurious experiences were incredible, but they were just a small part of a much bigger picture. The true value of life lies in the connections we make and the love we share. So, was it worth it? Absolutely. But not for the reasons you might think. It was worth it because it reminded me of what truly matters in life. Section 9. Millionaire for a day round 2? You decide. So, what do you think? Should I try this millionaire thing again? Maybe next time I'll invite some of you along for the ride. Let me know in the comments below. And remember, you don't need $1 million to live your best life. You just need good friends, good times, and maybe a really good sale at your favorite store. Peace out.